So I wanted to tell you guys that Atlus finally apologized to me. Believe it or not, they reached out and apologized. So for those of you who don't remember or don't know what happened, on October, at the beginning of October last year, I asked another YouTuber for a contact from Atlus. I asked him, oh, can you give me an email, so I can reach out and ask for a Shin Megami Tensei 5 review code? Because I had been hyping that game for a long time, I had made several videos already about the dramas, the controversies of that game, how it kept getting delayed, But I was also saying that I was really excited, when the game was finally announced, I made this video when I was so hyped and say, man, we're finally getting this game, it looks amazing. Right, so I reached out to Atlus, to the Atlus PR. What's PR? It's the press email. These are the people who manage social media and give review codes to YouTubers. Okay, so I reached out. I sent an email to this guy, and I didn't hear back. I didn't hear back at all. So I found a website called Woovit. Woovit, woovit.com. It's for YouTubers, and both my buddy Taylor from the Gaming Shelf. Thank you, public relations. That's what PR means. Yeah, right. So we both applied because we didn't hear back from this guy. We never heard back from this guy, and he was the guy, giving codes to people from Atlus games. So we subscribed to this website, and we. Like a few days later, he got the code, and I didn't. And time passed, and it seemed like everybody was getting the code for Shin Megami Tensei 5 except me. I sent another email to Sega PR. It was probably the wrong email, but I sent an email to them, and they never replied either. So I went on Twitter, I tweeted, the Atlus PR, same thing, completely ignored. So you know the story already. So they probably, someone's saying, maybe they blacklisted you. That's what I think, maybe they blacklisted me, because when the game came out, it turned out, everyone and their mom got their code, except me. So I obviously, you guys know what happened, I felt very offended, I felt like, betrayed. I was like, man, fuck these guys. And at the end of my review from Shin Megami Tensei 5, because I ended up buying the game, I was like, man, how am I not gonna make a review of this game after hyping the game so much, months before? So I ended up buying the game, paid full price. That's something I rarely do with video games. So I paid full price and I made a review, and at the end I say, to the person who ignored my emails, go fuck yourself, right? Something like that. I think I said, go to hell, motherfucker. That was awesome. If I may brag a little, that was awesome. But anyway, so, I told the story in several Q&As, blah, blah, blah. Time passed, I gave up. I was like, man, so the Atlus PR hates me, right? So, about a week ago, last week, not this one, last week, I got an email from this website that I told you about, Woovit, woovit.com, Woovit, whatever. I got an email. Hey, Atlus is inviting you to try Soul Hackers 2. And I was like, is this some kind of mistake? So what happened is that I got the code from Soul Hackers. I downloaded the game, I installed it in my PlayStation 4, and I was like, I can't believe this. Atlus just gave me a code. So it was weird, so I reached out to them. There was an email there, and I copied it, pasted it on my email, and sent them a message saying, hey, I'm kind of confused, I was polite. I know I may come off as a guy who's not polite, or reasonable because I rant and swear, but I'm not, in real life I'm very polite. So I sent an email to these guys and said, hey, so I told them what happened last year. I said, hey, so I told them everything, so this happened to me, I really wanted a code for Shin Megami Tensei 5. I sent 3 emails to different people. I tweeted them on the PR and I was completely ignored. So I'm kind of, confused that you're giving me a code for Soul Hackers 2 right now and not, and you, well, when you ignored me back then. So what's going on in there? I'd like to know, because if you see it from a certain perspective, I felt insulted back then. So why should I review their games and advertise them, after what they did to me? And they apologized. They replied. I wasn't expecting a reply. I was like, man, they ignored me once. It's a guarantee they're going to ignore me twice. They probably made a mistake. Didn't know it was me, when they sent the code. So I was like, so I'll just take advantage of that and that's it. I'll probably never hear from them again. And then I did. I did. They sent an email list and they apologized. I just can't believe it, They said, hey, we're sorry. The person who was giving out review codes for Shin Megami Tensei 5 is no longer working with us. He may, of course they washed their hands and they said, oh, so this person, may, he didn't have enough time to give everyone a code, everyone asking for a code, which is fucking bullshit because me and my buddy Taylor from the Gaming Shelf, we applied the exact same afternoon and sent, and it's just, and he got the code, not me. Come on, Atlus, come on. So somebody said, oh, I got these two guys, and I'm going to send the code to this guy, but not to this one. Come on. But anyway, they had the decency to apologize and said they blamed it on the guy. They blamed everything on the guy who left. So that's pretty convenient. But I don't know. I'm just speculating here. I don't know the truth. I don't know what happened. Maybe they don't know what happened either. Maybe this was precisely a personal vendetta from this guy from the previous PR against me. I don't know. Yeah, but the thing is, they told me, yeah, we apologize for this, for what you went through, but we hope we can now establish this new relationship, and we hope you enjoy Soul Hackers 2 and share, your opinion on the game. Thanks. And I was like, I had really mixed feelings about that email, but I guess in the end, deep down, I was happy. I was happy to see that Atlus kind of recognized that they, not exactly that they made a mistake with me, but that they did something that was, what's the word here? I don't want to say wrong, but that's the word I'm gonna use. They did something wrong. They wronged me last year. I wasn't entitled. No YouTubers out there are entitled to get codes. But the least I could have gotten back then when I sent 3 emails and a tweet was a simple reply. Maybe they could have played dumb and said, oh, sorry, we don't have any more review codes for this game. It happened to me once with another company, for a code of another game. I don't remember which game it was, but I asked for a code and they told me, oh, yeah, we ran out of codes, sorry for this, and that's okay. There's a lot we don't know, guys. There's a lot we don't know, but the point is that Atlus apologized to me, and now I'm playing Soul Hackers 2 in case you're interested in knowing.